Point blank, period. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Bridget Michelle, and I'm back with another video. Alright, so today's video is going to be a story time on why I don't like living in my apartment. Point blank, period. A lot of you guys have been watching my moving college tour apartment video, and I can see that y'all like it, I guess. But me personally, I'm here to tell you that I do not like living here. I wouldn't suggest living here to anybody that's going to Morgan or Towson. I mean, I personally just wouldn't recommend. So there are three main reasons why I don't like living here. One is it wasn't my first choice. Two, it's very unorganized and unorthodox in here. And three, it's just not managed well, in my opinion. So let's get started. Number one, it wasn't my first choice. Now, I'm an only child, right? And I've never lived with anybody else like in my entire life except for my boyfriend. But outside of like living with females, I only had one roommate, and that was my first semester of freshman year. Other than that, I've never had any other roommates. So long story short, the reason that I even considered moving here was because I had a friend that lived here and we were supposed to room together. We are no longer friends anymore. But we didn't become friends until after I had already like signed my lease and all of that stuff was squared away. So I was kind of like locked into this agreement without even, what's the word? I was locked into this agreement without even, wanting to be here for real. So basically, she told me, on and on and on, she didn't feel comfortable. Like honestly, that is not even, that's a story for another time. I'm not even gonna get into that. Long story short, this was not my first choice. I decided to move here with someone I thought was my friend. They were not my friend, and that is why I now live here. I thought it was gonna be a good choice. Like, I've been in the building before I moved in. I saw it. Like, I thought everything was gonna be cool. So that was another reason I was more open to it. But once again, this still wasn't my first choice. So move around to moving day. Like, I was super excited, as y'all could tell in the video. I was super excited to move here. It's a nice like luxury style apartment, I guess, for college students. So I really was excited to move here. I had an idea of like how I was gonna decorate, what I was gonna like put everywhere, everything. So basically, I think I didn't even stay here. Like, that's how bad it was. I didn't even stay here the first month that I moved in. I moved in August, and I didn't even really stay here until like September because it was just so much stuff going on. But basically, September rolls around. I finally like actually start sleeping here because I wasn't sleeping here. I literally was just coming in and out, getting stuff in and out, in and out. So September comes and I finally start sleeping here. Mind y'all, I have a roommate, like, and I've never met this girl before, like, ever. We've never crossed paths. I don't think she lives here, but she's supposed to. So that's also another problem. Like, it's kind of awkward that she's never here because the fact that she's not here, like, the leasing office is constantly coming in my apartment. But I'll get to that portion at the end. So basically, I started sleeping here, and when I started sleeping here, like, the walls are beyond thin. Like, I'm honestly surprised that y'all, well, actually, I'm not surprised because it's winter break, so nobody's really here right now. But when the semester picks back up, it's gonna be parties every day. Like, the inconsideracy, in inconsideracy, if that's a word, is so real in this building. And like, when you file complaints with the leasing office, they do not do anything about it. It's just you gotta deal with it, because the walls are so thin in here. Like, you literally can hear everything that's going on beside you, above you, below you. Like, any type of noise, you're going to hear it. And it's very discouraging as a like young woman to live by yourself, because I'm in here by myself, y'all. So to live here by myself and like to hear all these different noises throughout the night is really like kind of scary. And then what else? Like, oh. And then when I first moved in, y'all, the kitchen was not clean. Like, I don't even use that kitchen. Like, I don't really cook that much myself, but I don't even put stuff in the refrigerator. Like, that's just how bad it is that it was not clean in here. Like, the kitchen was not clean. I cleaned it myself just in case like I wanted to put water and stuff in there. But for the most part, I don't use the kitchen. I do not use. The only thing I use is maybe the microwave and the refrigerator. But I only put like drinks in the refrigerator. I don't even put food in there because that part is just disgusting. Like, it was not clean. I used to work in the leasing office, so I know for a fact that you're supposed to clean apartments. Like, you have to turn an apartment before you can resell it. So you can't make somebody pay a large amount of money and then expect them to live in a dirty apartment. Like, that's not how that works. So that's also another problem. I think it's the leasing agent in me, y'all, that really is like fed up with this place. But for the most part, that's really like just a lump sum of issues that I have in here. And so last but not least, the building is really not managed well personally. And I mean, I get it, because I think there's like just a property manager and then they let students like work downstairs or whatever. So obviously they're not properly trained to run a building, and it shows. And I think because I used to work in leasing, like, I know that there are a lot of things that they don't do right, such as they come in my apartment very often because my roommate is never here. And when she's not here, they always come in and leave a note on her door. And it's like, just the other day, I was taking a nap. Mind y'all,
they scared the shit out of me. Like,
I was in here taking a nap. It was a Saturday, I think. I was taking a nap, and next thing I know, all I hear is banging on my door. I'm like, not even, first of all, you're supposed to announce yourself. Like, when you knock on someone's door, you're supposed to say who you are. Like, they just started banging on the door. So I hopped up out of my sleep, and I don't necessarily sleep with clothes on. Not that I was naked or anything, but I had like a bra and shorts on. And I hop up and I run to the door, and I'm like, what's going on? And he basically was like, oh, I'm trying to leave a note on your roommate's door, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, you really scared me. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, confusion, because first of all, why are you aggressively banging on somebody's door? And two, if I didn't get up and open the door, they would have just walked in here. Like, just straight walked in here. And in the least, like, that's not how it's supposed to go, y'all. So that was number one. And that was the last one. But I'm just like really fed up with living here. I really didn't unpack none of my stuff. Like, majority of my stuff is just like sitting in my room wherever I need it to be, because I'm telling y'all, I'm counting the days for once the semester is over, I'm moving out of here. Like, I do not like living here. I do not recommend living here to anyone. If you like partying and don't care about noise or whatever, sure, you could live here. But if you value your sleep, if you like quiet places to enjoy studying, or just because you want to be in the comfort of your home without, hearing what else everybody else got going on, do not suggest living here. If you want your safety to be intact, don't suggest it. So yeah, moral of the story, choose your apartments wisely. Make sure y'all choose your apartments wisely. Do not choose based off of friendship or because everybody else is doing it. Choose your apartment wisely. Choose the best choice for you, because this was not the best choice for me. But thank you guys for watching. I just thought I would share my experience with you all. I really am excited that you guys are on this journey with me, and I hope you continue. See you later, besties.
I've been all in my phone, I got options.